Ready. Get a 20.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Check.
Look at him.
On first down, Stafford here. Campbell making the catch. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Check 3. 40.
Wentz now on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves to get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there. Very similar to what we just saw.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 43. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Throwing again. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Check 50. Check 50. Check.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return, Jackson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Back. 280.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Being chased, and a loose football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
180.
6-man. Check curls.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Watch it slap.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, 70!
Here's Stafford. Catch made here by Campbell. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I can be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Set! 180!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14, Lions 7.
Set! 180!
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
What we got? Hey, 50.
Faking to give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Dietrich Wise able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 120! Hey, kill! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right here, guys.
On first down, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Waiting! Forward, Tokyo! Tight right!
Throwing on first is Wentz. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down, Lions.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
Set. 250. Double right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Set. 180.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Wild field. Wild field. Back, back, back.
Hey, red.
54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Detroit.
Yellow 20!
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Brings up second and 10.
Woo! Let's get it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Wentz on the give to Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Sunday. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on second and 3. Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it with Johnson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a return will stop right around the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Stafford. Campbell making the catch. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the run. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
53, ready. Let's go, come on, man. Look at him.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Throwing his Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a carry for Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Down to lose 1.
Hey, we got tight left. Hey. 4 down. Check number 19. Slam. Safe. Hey, watch it.
2 jet.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 10-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hey, let's go. Solid.
He's coming. We got double up. 51, Mike 51. Blue Dan. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
3-5-7. Hey, Alpha.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Done. Waiting.
51, Mike, 51. Hey, come on, no, come on, no.
Let's go. Great.
Under pressure.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.